Good evening and welcome to the Conant Fieldhouse on the campus of Southern New Hampshire University in Manchester. My name's Pete Terrier, along with our videographer John Cassidy. Division III semifinals, the Final Four. It is Conant, number 2, against number 3 Newport in the first game. Later on tonight, the number 1 seed Berlin taking on the number 5 seed Campbell. Let's talk about this semifinal between Conant and Newport. Conant comes in 19-1 on the season, beating Monadnock in the first round, beating up on Somersworth on Saturday in the quarterfinals. The only team to beat them, the Campbell Cougars, who will be playing later on tonight. They are the favorites to win this thing. The defending champs, Berlin, coming up in the next game, may have something to say about that. For the Newport Tigers, tremendous year for head coach Stevie Laval-Pacello, who played his college basketball here at the Fieldhouse for the Penmen. They got here by beating Kearsarge in the first round. They had to survive a scare. Andrew Hood, their star player, hitting 3 free throws late in the game after getting fouled. Down 1, taking a 3. He hit them all. They won it 42-40. A little bit of an easier time against number 6 Hopkinton in the quarterfinals on Saturday night. They won that 53-44. Hood scoring 19 points in each of those 2 tournament games. Devin Springfield, outstanding performer. Rob O'Brien, another one of the stalwarts for this Conant team. It's going to be an awesome first game. We'll see if someone can beat Conant and take them away from their quest of getting back to the championship. The whole town of Newport seems like they're out here tonight. Conant fans still piling in. Both fan bases having to drive a little ways to get here. Should be a lot of fun. It is our Bedford Dental Care Game of the Week, the first of the 2 Final Four games. Newport and Conant coming up now on nhsportspage.com. For Conant, Carlin leaves it for Springfield. He'll take the 3, and he knocks it down. Devin Springfield. He'll take the long 3. It's short. Might have been partially blocked. Outlet to O'Brien. Lays it up and in. 7-0. Conant on top. Timeout. Good looking sophomore point guard for the Tigers. Bounce pass down low. Hood scores the first 2 for Newport. It's a pick from Hodgson, brings it middle of the floor now to Springfield deep on the right wing. Springfield down the lane, right to the basket. Zach Whalen gets it to Coronas. Coronas drives, passes it to Whalen. Right side layup is good. It's Hood. Hooray. Wade. And a basket by Hodgson. And Cherry now back to Hood, right wing outside the arc. Hood puts it on the floor inside the arc, takes the jumper, and he knocks it down. He takes a 3-pointer, no good. Springfield the rebound, outlet O'Brien. O'Brien straight to the basket, avoids Hood. It pulls up long 3 right side, way short. Rebound outlet to O'Brien, lays it up and in. Cherry picking on that play, throws it to Hood. Pass from Hood, batted away by O'Brien. Hood got it back. Hood pull-up jumper, 18-footer, knocks it in. Into the front court. O'Brien down the lane, kicks it. Springfield, right side 3. Corona swings it, left-hand side, Paré. Now Hood, long 3, and he drains it. Andrew Hood has taken some deep. O'Brien. Left-hand side, left baseline, drives, plays it up and in. What a pretty move. Halftime of our Bedford Dental Care Game of the Week, Division III semifinal. Conant, number 2, against number 3 Newport. It's been all Conant for the most part in the first half. They lead it by a score of 32-21. It was a 20-8 lead after 1. The lead was as much as 16 points in the second quarter before Newport got a couple of 3s from Derek Paré, back-to-back 3s essentially, to get the lead within single digits at 9. But Conant able to get it back up over double digits going into the locker room, up 11 in this one. Devin Springfield having a good game so far. 13 points on 5 for 8 shooting. Rob O'Brien also shooting at 50%, 4 out of 8 shooting for 9 points. For Newport, Andrew Hood, their star player, doing everything he can. He's got 11 points, but on 5 for 15 shooting, a lot of those from downtown. He's taken 7 threes, hit one of them, and a lot of them from deep shots, as you saw on the highlights. I think really for Newport, they're going to need to have Hood start to get a lot hotter, and they're going to need some help. Paré maybe, a few more threes. They're going to have to find a third, maybe even a fourth scorer to go along with Andrew Hood if they want to advance to the championship game on Saturday. Second half highlights coming up right now. Right-hand side, Springfield. Springfield down low post to Hodgson. Nice pass to Springfield and scores with the left-handed hook shot. Got stripped, lost the ball. Wade came away with it. Now Wade has it in the front court. Wade passes it off. Whalen jump shot, and he rattles it in from the free throw line. Pass to Wade. Threw it right to Carlin though. Back the other way, 3-on-2. Carlin right to the hole. Over Hood! Hood has it on the floor. Takes a pull-up, blocked by O'Brien. Loose ball up ahead to Carlin. Hood trying to come back defensively. He beats him to the basket and lays it in. Carlin kind of got blocked by Hood. Washholtz comes up with it. Looking to run. Washholtz almost traveled. Wade for three. Paré actually. His third three of the game. Springfield now in the lane. Kicks it out. Panagiotis left baseline jumper. Knocks it down. Nice pass by Springfield to find the open man. 44-29. Here's another three. Paré! This lead is down to 13, 48-35. Final 30 seconds or so here in the third quarter. Springfield spin move in the lane and the finish. Underneath, Hodgson scores in the foul. Hood trying to post up. They get it to Washholtz. Washholtz working on Hodgson. Drives the lane, puts in a pretty hoop. Nice move to Hodgson, middle of the floor, right-hand side, Springfield. Springfield looking to drive, right baseline, score, the foul! It's 20, 59-39, 4:45 to go. Here's Hood on the drive, banks it up, it falls out. But he got the rebound as someone tipped it to him, and he went strong to the hole and put it in. Andrew Hood, only a sophomore. After a long absence from the championship game in Division III, the Conant Orioles are back in the final game. I joke with you, Coach Eric Sauce here, but hey, it has been 3 years since you've been there, and by Conant standards, that's an eternity. Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it. We're excited to be there, but we know we got a long road ahead, so we got 3 days to get ready for whoever we play, and we know it's going to be tough no matter who we play. So.
When you look back at this one, you guys jumped out on top of them, and it looked like you might be able to run them out of the building. But you got to give those guys credit for kind of hanging in there, and they got it within 9 after being down by 16 in the first half. It was an 11-point game at halftime, but was it pretty much as you expected, just putting the pressure on them and keeping it on them?
Yeah, we wanted to put pressure, but credit to them. They made some great shots. They made shots when they needed to. Andrew did a good job of giving up the ball when he got doubled, and they made their threes. They stayed in the game, and that's a tough group. And like I said before, Stevie does a great job with them. I got all the respect for him, and those guys are going to be heard from the next couple of years. They're a young group, so credit to them.
One of your players, an outstanding player that you've had, Devin Springfield, 26 points, 8 rebounds. This is getting near his last game. It's going to be his last game actually on Saturday. Can you put that into perspective a little bit? What that means to
all
you?
The seniors, him and Jake. I thought Jake did a great job tonight playing defense on Spencer, and I thought Robert did a great job on Hood. We talked about defense, and guys that play defense don't get a lot of credit, but I thought everybody played defense tonight. Devin had a great game, and we expect that from him. He's captain, and I thought the whole team played well defensively, which is what we need to do.
I know you're going to tell me you don't care who it is you play in the championship game,
right. I'm not gonna.
But Campbell is the only team to beat you this year, so I'm sure you wouldn't mind if it was them.
To be honest, it really doesn't matter. Both coaches do a great job with their program. Donnie's been here before. Campbell's been here before. John coached in the championship game last year, so he's been there before. So I know both those guys are going to get the teams ready, and I think this will be a pretty good basketball game to watch.
All right, we'll see you on Saturday. Congrats.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
65-42, Conant wins it. They're going back to the D3 championship game for the first time in 3 years. Got 3 of the Conant Orioles with us. We've got Devin Springfield, Kyle Carlin, Rob O'Brien. I'm going to start with you, Rob, because you got the defensive assignment on Andrew Hood. He had a decent game scoring-wise with 18 points, but you held them to 7 for 22 shooting and 2 for 10 from long range. You were just all over him defensively.
Yeah, as the game went along, I just realized what he tended to do, and it made it easier, and I just played as hard as I could on him, block our shots, whatever.
When the coach told you before the game that we're putting this on you, you're going to be the one to guard it, what was your initial reaction?
Actually, I told my coach I wanted to guard him, and I was just took it as a challenge for me to stop him defensively.
And not a bad job offensively, too. 14 points to go along with that great defense. 6 of 11 shooting for Rob. Devin, another big game for you. 26 points on the boards, doing a great job. 8 rebounds. You shot 8 for 14. Did you ever get the sense that you guys were not totally in control of this one, because you jumped out early? They made a bit of a run to get it back within single digits near the end of the quarter, end of the first half, but then you guys kind of jumped it up to about 16, 18 points and kind of cruised to this victory.
Maybe a little bit, but we knew if we just locked down on defense that we were going to get this win, and it's nice to finally get back to where we've been wanting to go all season, and we got one last game to play.
And Kyle, you and your team, I mean, you've got so many guys that can, handle the ball, that can shoot the basketball. You ended up with 8 points and, had 6 rebounds as well. I mean, how much of a help is that to guys like you and Jake Carlson and Nick Panagiotis off the bench, and, a big guy like Eli Hodgson can kind of help these two big guns out, like 1A and 1B over here?
Right. We know our roles on the team. We know our roles as players, and night after night we just go out there and do them. We leave it pretty much the scoring up to, like you said, 1A, 1B, and we just do our thing, and we just get our rebounds, and play defense and make it tough for them out there.
I asked the coach the question earlier, and he wouldn't take the bait. You guys have lost only 1 game this year, and it was to the Campbell Cougars. They're playing in the next game against Berlin for a spot in the championship game against you guys. You probably won't tell me, like he wouldn't tell me, that you'd like to see Campbell, but I'm sure you wouldn't mind if it was Campbell facing up against you guys on Saturday.
It'd be nice to face Campbell, because we know, their tendencies and everything, but, it'd be cool to play Berlin, too. We haven't played them. I've never seen them play, so I'm looking forward to watching them play right now.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Devin Springfield, Kyle Carlin, Rob O'Brien. Conant moving on to the championship game on Saturday. Here with Steve Lavalpicello, head coach of the Newport Tigers. They fall at the hands of the Conant Orioles tonight, and one thing that everybody says after playing this Conant team is that's a good basketball team. You must agree.
Well, they're excellent. They have a lot of talent, a lot of heart. They're highly skilled. They play well together, and they have a great coach. That's a pretty solid combination for a winning team right there.
Well, speaking of heart, I mean, your team showed a lot of heart. They got down, big in the first half. It was down 16. It looked like you might get run out of the building, but you guys kept it together, got the lead under single digits, and were right around 10, 11 points at the halftime, so you had to feel at that point that you guys had a puncher's chance in this game.
We did, and I thought that's how we'd play. Obviously, we knew that Conant had the ability to really go on some runs, and I told my guys, don't hang your head, just keep fighting, and we were able to make some plays, and then they'd come back with another little run. But listen, that's a really good team. Proud of my guys for playing as hard as they did. It's the first time any one of them has seen this floor. Conant's here every year. And they deserve to be, but that's experience under their belt that we now have a little bit of. So hopefully we can build on this as a program, and look forward to hopefully getting back here next year.
You've seen this floor before. You played here for Southern New Hampshire University in your playing days. What was it like for you? Any butterflies when you got out there tonight?
Yeah, a little bit when I first walked out there, and a lot of friendly faces when I got here to the gym. So it was cool to be back home.
All right, Coach. Well, we look forward to seeing your team back in this thing next year.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks.